Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Dollars and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. In the last episode, we set up this guy, I do believe. That's what we did last, right? Yeah, we set up this guy to start getting blaze rods. I turned him off right now. I think we're fine on, yeah, we are fine on essence. It's like, let's keep him running actually. Why not? I mean, we are doing just fine on power. These guys are gonna empty out. It looks like we are gaining some power, probably from that, but like our reactor is fine. We do need to get some more plutonium in there, which should not be a problem. Can I actually put blocks? Because if I can put blocks in here, that'd be awesome. I can. Cool. So yeah, this is not that bad. It's producing plenty of RF. I'm honestly wasting fuel, but who cares? I have plenty. So today, in our achievement book, we have a handful of things that we need to get working towards. One of them is an automated flower farm with the jaded amaranthus. That we could do. That wouldn't be too bad. We need to create the portal at Alfheim. That's something that is in the near future. But I've been thinking, and I think what I want to work on today is automating a Pure Daisy with only Botania and vanilla mechanics. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to automate two different Pure Daisies, and we're not going to need one anymore. Actually, I thought the axe was what's best for that, but we're going to automate living rock and living wood completely. We're gonna do that over here. It should not be all that difficult, but we'll see. I have a good idea of how I want to do it. It is going to require a decent amount of flower petals and all that kind of fun stuff. Hopefully we have all the stuff we need. We might need to make the jaded amaranthus. This guy, which is not bad at all. This flower, I do believe, it creates more mystical flowers. It acts very much like the floral fertilizer. This stuff, which can't I make this? Nope, I can only make it this way. Okay. So it acts very much like that, other than it does it automatically kind of constantly. So, a little bit of darkness. So we're going to start working on that. We're going to have to make some more runes, which it's a good thing I turned that back on because I'm going to need more mana, and just kind of going on with all of this. It shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to be using a couple of different flowers. If you've watched any of my regrowth series, I've done something similar in that to automate some stuff with witchery, which I don't actually know if this wants us to do. Slave some hobgoblins, so sorta, but not really. So I'm going to use some of the same things as that, but it's going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be a little bit more compact, hopefully. But we're also going to be making a couple things that's completely new to me. So bear with me. I think I have the design completely figured out. It's just a matter of making it. By the way, I haven't worked on the farm at all. I haven't really done much on here since the last episode, to be perfectly honest, but it's just because I haven't really been playing on this one. But that's whatever. So let's take a look at a couple of things. So one of the big things that we're going to be working towards relatively soon is it's not even in here, I want Kekimuris flowers. Kekimuris is going to require a lot of runes and a lot of other stuff, and it requires the Alfheim portal. We'll get there. For now, these endo flames are going to give us all of the stuff that we want. But I want to look at functional flora. So there is a flower. Yeah, there's a couple flowers we're going to be using. And a couple mana spreader type things that we're going to be doing. So let's start from the beginning. So we need to automate Pure Daisies, right? So a Pure Daisy, just kind of demonstration. We put a Pure Daisy down. Let's go grab How much stone do we have? I've got a stack and I've got plenty of wood, so let's get a whole bunch of supplies just to bring it over here, and we'll kind of work on it from here. So let's use the wood first. So how do the pure daisies work? Well, you put either logs or stone around them in the 8 directions. So much like this. And after, it actually takes pretty much a minute. I believe it is exactly 60 seconds for this pure daisy to convert all of these guys into the component, either living wood or living rock. So we need something that will place very specifically in this arrangement. We then need to break all of these blocks. That's the next step after the time limit. The time limit is actually one of the easiest things. One of the hardest things is actually getting it to place exactly 8 things without any more or any less. That's going to be the fun part for me, because that's vanilla mechanics that I'm not super confident on. But after a minute, these will all change, and that should be happening here soon. We then need to break them all. There's nothing in vanilla Minecraft to either place blocks or break blocks. We're going to be using Britannia stuff. And then we need to pick up the items. That's actually the easiest part, and it's all good. So that is what we need to do. So first things first, we're going to get a handful of things. One of the first things we're going to want is a hopper hawk. This is going to be the picking up items. So if we look at the hopper hawk, it is a functional flower. It does require a redstone root. We're going to need quite a few of these, because these are used not only for the hopper hawk, which is what we're going to need. We're also going to need a ranicarpus, however you say this. We're going to need one of these. That's going to require another redstone root. And then I guess we don't need the other. So we only need 2. So shouldn't be too bad. Let's go grab some redstone. Let's just grab a stack. And I have exactly the amount of red sand that I'm going to need. We're going to need very specifically red sand for something. And that's going to be in the timing portion. So we'll put that in there for right now. So let's get 2 redstone roots. I don't know why I don't have redstone over here, but I don't. And we're going to need to make the hopper hawk. So that was 2 gray, 2 light gray, and an air rune. Now, do I have any extra air? I do. If we need to make more runes, we can. That's not a problem. I'm not too worried about that. So let's grab seed, gray, and a light gray. Fill up this, and whoa, I did not mean to click that. And there's our hopper hawk. So that is step 1. That is picking up items. That's pretty easy. See, let's keep that on us. And then the other item we needed was the this guy. Now this flower is super special. This thing is kind of really cool. I never really knew about it until I started messing around with Britannia in Regrowth, my other series. But this is a flower that will pick up any nearby items in dropped item form and place them in the world. And even better is if you put a specific block underneath this flower, it will only place it on those blocks. We're actually going to want 2 of these, I think, because of reasons. Because I actually want to automate it so it's both. We could do it where it's either or. It doesn't really matter. You know what? Let's just do one. But that's gonna be how to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would be more complicated. We need double the supply. So let's only automate 1 for now. So this is gonna require 2 orange, a yellow, and earth rune. So what was it? 2 orange, 1 yellow. So we're gonna have an extra yellow here, but that's not a problem. We can put that back and grab our seed, and we make those, and that. So there is that flower. So that's all the flowers we're gonna need. So let's start getting this set up. I guess let's just put this right here. Now there's one more thing that I'm gonna want to make just to make things a little bit easier, and that is monocle. Yes, here we go. The Mana Seer monocle. It is pretty easy to make. Just some glass. We're gonna need a piece of mana steel. We're gonna need a piece of mana glass, which I don't think we've ever made. That is literally just a piece of glass in a mana pool. We're actually gonna need a couple pieces of glass, but we'll get to that later. And then some gold nuggets. So yeah, that should be easy enough. And we'll make the mana glass, and we'll make this guy because it's going to be super important. It's going to be helpful at least. So something like this, and then the gold chain. Now, if we equip this to our baubles, it actually goes on our inventory. Now, if we look at flowers, we can see their area of effect. That's going to be really important very soon, because we're going to need to make sure that where we put our flowers, actually they can do what we want them to. So let's grab some dirt, and we're going to need 2 pieces of dirt, and I think we need to grab 8 blocks of something, actually 9 blocks of something. Something unique that I have a decent amount of. I have a bunch of soul sand. Don't I have just a ton of netherrack? I have a decent amount. What's a cool block? We could use blocks of gold. We could use blocks of bedrockium, but I don't really want to. Compressed flint. I want to use a vanilla block because I don't know if it's going to be mad at me if I don't or what. So let's see. Let's just use netherrack. That'll work. So we just need 9. And we can get started with this. So the reason why we need 9 is we're going to change the blocks around here. Instead of being the cobblestone, we want them to be netherrack. This way, the one flower will know where to put stuff. Now, I need to put the hopper hawk somewhere. Let's put him right up. I have to change this to dirt. That's why I grabbed the dirt. Right here. And that's good. Okay. We need him to be in the range of, actually, probably wouldn't hurt to have him like right here. Just to make this a little bit better. Yeah, that's good. So let's grab this guy, and we'll replace the cobblestone here. So there's gonna be 2 chests here, one for living stone, one for living wood. So let's grab that. We're also gonna need some item frames. Something kind of unique about the hopper hawk. So the hopper hawk will try to pick up anything. Okay, it's gonna be easier if I demonstrate this. So let's grab my cat. We have 99 chests. Do we have any item frames? No, but they should be pretty easy to make. I just need 2. I think I could do this in the same chest, but I don't want to. So just for a demonstration, if we put a chest down, now these guys do not require mana, which is really nice. But if we drop an item here in a second, it'll pick it up and it'll put it in the chest. Now that is not going to be good, because we're going to have this flower, the Ranocarpus? I don't even know how to say it. I'm not going to try to say it. This flower, the block placey flower, it's going to be getting items dropped on it. I don't want the Hopper Hawk to pick it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to filter. So I actually want 2 chests because I want one for living rock and living wood. So we just do this. This is all it requires. And now, if we drop an item, we'll see that it won't do anything. If we drop this one, it will pick it up. And it will put it specifically in this chest. So that is what I wanted to see. That was probably one of the hardest things to figure out. And I kind of forgot that these guys had that feature. So, yeah. There is the item collection. Now we need to set up a couple more things. So we're going to need some redstone stuff. And I think putting it over here is going to be the best. So let us put this flower, I don't know, right here looks good. And make sure that everything was within range. And it is. Perfect. And then this guy will place blocks, especially if we tell it, hey, place it on netherrack. So if I drop, say, this block on him, it'll take him a second, but he'll place it over there. And if that was stone or wood, this guy would start converting them. So now we have part of it. So we're going to need to put a couple chests, and we need to have some sort of method of getting items dropped onto here. Specifically, 8 items. So we're going to want to grab, actually, in here, some living wood. I believe I need to change that and get an open crate. Open crate is what I want, and this is going to allow us to do some cool stuff. So put it right here. Open crates always face down because that's how they are. And basically we're going to be putting we need to pipe items into that, and the easiest way to do that is hoppers. The only trick is going to be getting exactly 8 items. So let's get some hoppers. And I'm trying to think what's going to be the best way to do this. So what is there any good ways in this to get exactly 8 items? I know that there is. We may need to make the decorative. Yeah, most of this stuff isn't going to be super useful. We might need to make the portal to Alfheim. That Spencer tweaks. Those are plans. Oh, okay. So, okay, that I don't really care about. Stone alchemy. Using alchemy cadavers proves. Oh, okay. That's how to get all the other stuff. Trident dirt, don't care about that stuff. Natural apparatus. There is a thing. I don't see it. There's a whole red string system that I think is, yeah, it's gonna require elves. So I think what we'll do real quick is we'll set, it's not quite night, we'll set up our stuff. Otherwise what we can do is we can set up a what would be a good, I'm trying to think of what would be a good method to do this. if we could set up another hopper hawk that would pick up excess, we could turn it off for a specific amount of time. That's something we could do. We could do dispensers, slash droppers, remote inventories. Yeah. I wish there was an item counter type item. Red string container, dispenser, neutrifier, comparator, spoofer, interceptor. I'm not entirely sure what that stuff does. So it might be useful to go ahead and take this terrasteel ingot. We're gonna need some glowstone. We're gonna need these guys. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's go ahead and make gateway. This guy. So that's just living wood and terrasteel nuggets. So something like this. The elven gateway, we are going to need shimmering? No. Glowing? These guys. Glimmering living wood. I don't remember how much of all this we need. Let's see this. Portal. 8 living wood blocks, 3 yep. 3. That's what we needed. I thought it was that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to need some of these guys turned into mana pools. And Natura pylons, we need 2 ender eyes. Alright, so just 2 of these guys. And we should be good to go. Alright, so this is going to be... Whoa. I accidentally clicked that. So sorry if the screen just went funny. I accidentally shift-clicked this and it went to the wiki. Yeah, don't do that. Alright, so we need 2 Natura pylons. And we can come over here, visualize this. And where do I want to put it? You know what? Does that work? Let's put it like right here. That look nice? That doesn't look too bad. How does it look from this side? Yeah, that's not too bad. I can deal with that. So we're gonna want this and this. Natura pylons on top of them. I wish you could like click that block, but you can't. But let's see. Gateway core, living wood, glimmering, living wood. Let's grab our axe. Break that. Alright, there we go. There's that. And then 1 and 1. There we go. Structure's complete. Now, typically you won't keep this open. It costs a lot. Typically, I make it so that it shuts. I basically just put a piston on it. But I don't know that I'm going to do that this time. So let's see. You know what? Let's make a couple more sparks. I believe we need some petals for this. I'm not entirely sure how many, but let's get a couple petals. Sparkos. I accidentally clicked off of that. So yeah, we need a few more petals. That's not a problem. I don't know if they have to be the same, but I don't believe pink is like super useful. So let's go ahead and use that. But yeah, we will make this portal. We will see if the elves can help us at all. And kind of go from there. So pop this down on both of these. You can't see the spark, but it's there. I believe if I try to activate that, it's going to try to draw power and it just fails. So let me see if... How many more blaze rods do we have? Oh yeah, we have a lot. That is what I want to see. I'm just gonna let that keep running. We'll go ahead and put those down. Should make plenty of stuff. Now my question is, we're gonna need a spark augment. Dispersive, recessive. I think dispersive, we can't make any spark augments. Never mind. Let me think. What's going to be the easiest way to get... You know what? It's probably just going to be simpler to get a bit of mana. Like so. And throw it in here. Now I can't remember how much mana it takes to do this, but it takes a bit. So while we're waiting on that, let's try to figure out the rest of the stuff. So one of the next things we're going to need, the big thing that I'm trying to figure out right now is the best way to get exactly 8 blocks into here. We could do a complicated hopper setup where basically it's being compared to something else that's constant, and then once there's lock this, once there's 8 it unlocks it but locks something else. That could work. That doesn't seem too complicated. So we'll get another hopper, and we'll get a comparator. We're gonna need some redstone and all that fun stuff. Let's see how bad this would be. So I have a bunch of wood in here. So if I have a hopper and I don't know, let's make this out of the other brick cobblestone, just to be a little bit different. So let's see, if we have a hopper like so, we'll put a chest on top of that eventually. We could do something like this that says, hey, if... Okay, we have a comparator. If there's... let's see, we're going to need a lever for right now. We're going to need a lever for the end, because it's how I want to turn the thing on and off. But for now, just having a lever would be nice. Let's do something like this. We'll put a lever here with the redstone signal here. So we should be able to put exactly 8 items in here. And I wish... Oops. Not what I meant to do. And it just placed that block. At least that works, like, spectacularly. So what I want to do is I want to see... We have to put the comparator like this. We put a redstone. It has a signal of 1. Alright, well, that's not too bad. If we feed that immediately, so if it has 7, it still has a signal of 1. But what if it has 9? Still has a signal of 1. So we're going to have to do one of those fancy, like, put things in here. that don't stack. God, I'm not good at this kind of stuff. So I might have to work on this part off camera a little bit, but let's see, do we have any... we should have some random junk coming in from our mob farm. Yeah, we have plenty of it. Wow. This is actually backed up considerably. Alright, I need to deal with this like immediately. So, bows. Bows are always the pain. At some point I'm going to filter that, probably. Let's just throw those in there for right now. Yeah, I don't know what else to do right now. Oh no. Panicking. Okay, let's... one problem at a time. Let's wait this. Okay. It's done doing its thing. Let's grab anything enchanted. We can just go ahead and put it in here. And that will free up some space. Honestly, I need to take care of this sooner rather than later. But for right now, whatever. Alright, let's take a bunch of bows. Let's repair them. And I want to see what happens to the redstone signal if we put all these bows in there. You know what? We have a bunch of stuff, so let's turn that off right now. Oh no, I forgot about my tablet. That could have been bad. So let's put a whole bunch of those guys in there. How much does this have? Not too bad. Have any more? Nope. Alright, so I don't know that this has nearly enough, so I'm going to let that keep running while we figure this out. So if we put 4 bows in here, we have a signal of 12. Now, does this change if we put exactly 8? No. How about 9? No. When does that change? Does it require... I don't remember how much it requires. The problem with this is we're also going to have a random amount of these guys. So 9, we want... Yeah, this isn't going to work. We're going to want a different way to get stuff into here. Honestly, one thing that we could do is we could dispenser items into here, and I wish I knew of a way to quickly and easily like count the items that's coming through. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get rid of this rain. I'm gonna throw these bows in there. That's what I've been doing with the bows, by the way, is just throwing them into the aspect render thing. So yeah, we'll have to figure out what's going to be the best way to get exactly 8. That's still I'm kind of struggling on. But basically, we're going to have a chest up here that's going to drop exactly 8 items here every so often. And the way we're going to do the every so often is with a hovering hourglass. This guy. So we need 2 more glass, 1 mana steel. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then I think it was some gold. And we're going to need a piece of iron. And we're going to need 2 pieces of glass. And then what was the rest? Hovering hourglass requires 2 redstone. Okay, I have all that. So let's go ahead and Throw that all in there. And then we can make the hovering hourglass. Now this thing is really cool. Why do I have a bow? Okay, so this hovering hourglass is really cool. So what it does is, well, it's an hourglass. It keeps time. And the way it does that is with different items. So let's see if this Lexica Britannia has information on this. It should be under natural apparatus. No, mystical items. No, Stone Temperance. What is this? Oh, that's right. I know what that is. Oh, Ender Artifact? No. Basics? Not entirely sure. So, if we just go here, hovering hourglass. So basically, you add sand, red sand, or soul sand, and it gives you a different time between pulses. Sand is 1 second, red sand is 10 seconds, soul sand is a minute. So I want to have 70 seconds because that's going to give it a little bit of time. That's going to give it 10 seconds to do all the other stuff, and it should drop the items in that time if we get a decent system for that and all that kind of fun stuff. So luckily I have exactly 7 red sand, so that's how we're going to do that. But for right now I really can't do much with that, so let's move on to some other stuff that I want to do. But just to kind of give an example, if you put exactly 1 red sand in here, it's 10 seconds. And we get a piece of redstone. You'll see every 10 seconds it pulses. It's actually really nice. It's a nice, easy way to do this. And since this guy is pretty much guaranteed 60 seconds, should be plenty good enough to do what we need to. So we need to do one last thing, and this part is going to be fun. So the hourglass is going to do 2 things. It's going to tell this system up here to drop 8 items, but it's also going to tell the mana spreaders to the block breaking aspect, which is going to be mana spreaders. We need 4 mana spreaders and 2 more, well, a couple more mana pools. We need 4 more mana pools. So let's get some living wood, and we need 20 of this stuff. So we need 4 mana pools. Hopefully that'll work. And we're gonna need quite a few mana spreaders, which I have to remember how to make. Okay, it's just, this is actually pretty easy. So we're gonna need at least 4. We're actually gonna need a little bit more, but we'll get to that. So let's go ahead and make these 4. And what we're gonna be doing is we actually need to make these. Is it pulse? Yes. Pulse mana spreaders. So these just require some redstone. And we're going to set them up like so. So we're going to do 1, 2, and then 3, 4. That should work. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then we're gonna need 2 more. I think 2 more is gonna work. So let's get 2 more mana spreaders, and these are gonna be normal. So we need 14 living wood. And then we're gonna need a couple more. This should work. I hope. So we're gonna put another one facing here, and another one facing here. And this is the messiest part of all of this, because, well, we have to break the items, and we can't just use like block breakers. We have to use Botania. So we need 2 more mana pools, 1 here and 1 here. Now these 2 should share this mana pool and fire mana to these mana pools. This guy is going to be locked on him. This guy is locked on him. This guy is locked on him. Here, here, and here. So as you can see, it makes this nice little grid with the red ones. The green ones are going to be blocked by the flower, so we're going to have to fix that. And there's a way. And the way is through mana lenses. There's a lot of mana lenses, and we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana lenses. So, yeah, that's a lot of mana steel. 6 times 4 is 24. So let's grab some iron, half a stack. You know, let's just make a half a stack worth. And we're probably going to want more of this. Let's turn this guy back on. And yeah, so how's this going to work? Well, we're going to... Oh, wrong one. So hopefully we can make... How much can we make? 18. That is close. Alright, so we can go ahead and start making at least a little bit of this. So we're going to need 6 pieces of glass or some glass panes. It doesn't matter. I don't have any glass panes, so let's get 6 pieces of glass. And we can start working on this. So I think I have... There's 4. Alright, so we have 4 mana lenses currently. We actually have 5. Okay, but 4 for right now is fine. So the first thing we're going to need to make is a lens that is boar. I believe. I want to double check this, but I believe boar is the one we want. So luckily there is a mana manipulation, mana lenses. So velocity, potency, don't care about those. Resistance, doesn't care. Efficiency, don't care. Bounce off walls, don't want that. Gravity, nope. Bore. Breaks any blocks. But it drains mana. We're going to need to have some sort of mana production over here as well. Eventually what I'll probably do is just put a Kikimura's flower and have that go or something. But boar is in fact the one we want. We want 4 of them. So if we look up boar, we're going to need 4 pistons. Luckily we have that on AutoCraft, and it'll take a second. Cool, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is going to be how we break the blocks. And we are going to put these on these guys. So they're going to send mana over there to the mana pool. And on the way, it will break any blocks it comes into contact with, dropping them, and the Hopper Hawk will pick them up. Now these 2 guys are going to be transferring mana back to these pools so that we can kind of keep a constant supply. But there's something in their way. So we have to use yet another lens. And this one I actually know what it's called. And I'm sure about it. What's the damaging lens? It does damage. Okay. The Phantom lens. This is one that I'm not entirely sure. Abstruse platforms. So we need Phantom lens, which requires ew. This is kind of an annoying recipe. But it does require 2 mana pearls. Not a problem, hopefully. And almost. We'll just wait on that. So we need to get framed living wood. Okay, we just need some living wood. Shouldn't actually be that bad. So something like that. So we need frame living wood times 2 pattern frame. This is like that. And living wood and then mana pearl. We only needed 1. I was mistaken. Alright, I have no idea what half this stuff is anymore. Alright, so there's the platforms. That's what we needed. Let's get that. We can get our last 2 mana lenses. And Phantom. So Phantom is going to allow these guys to go through blocks, including this Pure Daisy. So these guys will constantly try to send mana back to these pools. These guys are only going to pulse when given a redstone signal. Unfortunately, I think it is wrapping up time for today. I think I'm going to call the episode here because I need to figure out the redstone mechanics for this. And that's going to take me a while, to be honest. Plus, this episode's gone on long enough. So we have, okay, so we have item collection. We have item placement. This guy is going to complain about not having a mana pool, but the mana pool, I do believe, allows it to just kind of have a, I think it's a farther range, not generating functional flora. Giving mana is optional, but increases the range. Same with this guy. Mana would only increase the range, but it has mana. How? Is it getting it from that? Oh well, it doesn't. I believe there's a way. So mana from nearby mana pools. The only period pull from at the time of the flower being placed can be bound. And then redstone roots. There is a way. Modulated delay. There is another. There is another way to get it to. What is it? It's. There's an item. I want to say that it's. Trodden dirt. No, that does something different. There's a way to limit it, its range, and it's some sort of seed. Because there's the overgrowth seed, and there's like the opposite of it. But I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look into that. So I wanna restrict this guy, so I don't want him taking mana from this guy at all. Because I think that's where he's found. Yep. So if I bind him to that, okay, that worked. And then this guy is still bound to him. Okay, that's what I want to see. All right, well that fixes it. Oh no, he's bound back to that. I don't want that. I'll figure out a way. To fix that. But anyways, I'm gonna figure out a way to get exactly 8 items drop down, and kind of get the rest of the redstone set up. And next time we're going to automate the production of living wood and living rock. And that should be fun. We'll have all the living wood we could ever want, and never have to worry about it again. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got a lot of progress done. We just got to figure out a couple more things, technical details, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!